Clearwater Mussels began as a sideline to a farming business. Founders John Young and Lynn Godsif then formed a partnership with Tally's Group to not only grow New Zealand Greenshell mussels, but further process and market them. Today, the company harvests around 1/7 of New Zealand's total mussel crop, producing around 1,000 tonnes each month.
These mussel businesses started off as cottage industries. The market was probably the same as what it is now, the price, and there was a need to increase the economy of scale. So that's what Clearwater Mussels is about. It's about producing the most mussels, the best mussels, most efficiently, and making efficient use of all our boat resources. Innovation is the key to any growth, but that's only one factor. The other factor is that you must be able to work in an environment that allows you to do things. And so far in New Zealand, we have been in that situation where we are able to get on and be farmers and to create systems. This is biology in action. The market's 67 different countries and a variety of products. We have a product that's restaurant ready, boil in the bag in a sauce. We have marinated mussels, we have whole meat, we have half shell, which is the premium product, which possibly 65% of all these mussels they're seeing harvested go into. We have nutraceuticals, very high end, very high value, and a very vibrant and growing market. This started off basically a cottage industry with a system copied from Spain. One of the first innovations was making a biodegradable cotton using a child's French knitting, plastic magic knitting set. And that was the innovation that really gave us substance. Instead of seeding a few metres a day, putting the mussels back on the rope a few metres a day, we could do hundreds and then thousands of metres. Currently, 20,000 metres a day. The purpose of putting them on the rope is that the ideal density is 178 mussels to the metre. Grow any more than that, the mussels will get stunted. They'll starve. Grow any less than that, it won't be economic. So that's the target. And so this is a system of getting accuracy. I mean, all farming is about, as we know, is about accuracy. This netting is what set the New Zealand mussel industry alight. We had a way to mechanise. And what happens is this is fed onto a tube and the rope goes down the middle of the tube, like my hand is at the moment. The mussels are fed into the end at the right density, exactly 178 to the metre. This is a mature mussel, obviously, but you see the byssus, which is the hair, the beard, or the people call it, has been torn out. The beard is produced, like in this one, with a special gland inside the mussel. And what happens is you can seed the mussels temporarily onto the rope, and within seconds they're reproducing this beard and reorientating themselves and attaching themselves at the density you put them on. This is key. The stocking's function is to hold the mussels in place at the right density until they get a chance to reattach. This is a biodegradable product. This will be gone sometimes within 1 week, sometimes 3 weeks, depending on the water temperature. The mussel buoy was an innovation being used in Japan to grow scallops. We bought that here, a version of this, and then manufactured it ourselves in a rotational moulding process. It's a marvellous thing because what it does, it enables the small person to get started with a few buoys. You don't need the huge capital structure. It's much more robust in a turbulent ocean environment. The other thing is we are recycling these buoys, some of them 40 years old, and turning them into new buoys like you see here. Flotation is your big cost in mussel farming. So what you want to do is endeavour to use that flotation strategically. When you first seed your mussels, they're very small, there's not much weight on a line, you might have 20 of these buoys. Then you revisit at a later time and add buoys as you go. So the buoys are continually rotating through your farms, always doing a job. This particular buoy I love. This is a new innovation. So the new opportunity for mussel farming in New Zealand is to farm offshore, whether it's offshore in Coromandel, Banks Peninsula, Golden Bay, wherever, Apotiki. This buoy enables our company to do it, and the reason is that the older style buoys are lashed on with a lashing, bound to fail in a turbulent environment. This one has an innovation where we put the rope, this is the backbone rope, if you like, and this pin, which is then just driven past the rope. And you can see that that is held incredibly tightly. There's no chance of this breaking loose and causing a problem. We're in Syker Bay, which is in the Pelorus. This isn't a particularly good line, but it's probably returning us about 6.5 kilos per metre of grow rope that you've just seen hauled. And this one long line that we're on, which is the one structure in the water, is going to produce 46 tonne of product for processing. This is a dedicated harvester. This is the biggest harvester in the industry and can carry 126 tonne in 1 tonne bags. It can harvest that each day. It's capable of harvesting 24 tonne an hour. We try to keep under that because of the quality control. This is a beast of a machine. Since the 70s, we were new, and worldwide the industry was new as far as knowing what the quality of the waters were like. Now, shellfish, as we know, we eat the gut of a shellfish, so the bacterial level or the toxic algae level can't be over a certain limit or it will affect humans. So we developed a gas spectrogram process with the Cawthron Institute. It's now accepted, it's used worldwide, looking at toxic algae levels. We have a series of rain gauges automated all through the Sounds. They show how much rain falls in each catchment. Different catchments close for certain times, open for certain times. This harvester's wired into that program, so they never ever exceed the harvest criteria. The value of this industry is that we could take these lines out tomorrow. We could remove these farms tomorrow and you wouldn't know we'd been here. I've been a diver all my life. I swim through these farms, I check our anchors. There is nothing there. Now, what other farming system, what other human endeavour can you have where you could actually remove these buoys and lines and you wouldn't know we'd been there? There would be no imprint. Now, so the future to me is immense.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.